Hi there, it's Thursday the 26th of August 2021. We're continuing this month to look at the theme back to normal, and as we've said, the Bible doesn't talk about normal, but it does talk about new seasons, and we're certainly in a new season of life. Establishing clear vision is vital for the new season, just as God's people had to do when they were going back to their land again, to their new normal, to their new season. And encountering God is vital in the new season as well, and that's what we're looking at this week, just as God's people encountered Him as they began to rebuild the altar and the temple, and God's presence was there in their midst. So we're looking at some of the scriptures in Isaiah chapter 1. First of all, that we can encounter God as a father. He is a father who has been spurned by His people, rejected, but He's a father who reaches out and calls us to reunite with Him once again. We can encounter God as the Holy One, the one who, although He is separate and different from everything else in creation, He is the one who wants to encounter us, who wants to draw near to us as we draw near to Him. And thirdly, we can encounter God as the diagnosing physician. I don't think you've probably ever heard that phrase before in relation to God, because I've just made it up. But I think it's biblical. He is the diagnosing physician. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 5 and 6, God is looking at His people as though they were patients in His waiting room, and this is His diagnosis. Why should you be beaten anymore? Why do you persist in rebellion? Your whole head is injured, your whole heart afflicted. From the sole of your foot to the top of your head there is no soundness, only wounds and bruises and open sores, not cleansed or bandaged or soothed with oil. Imagine if you had that as a diagnosis out when you come out of the doctor's surgery. But God is the great physician. He is the diagnosing physician. In some hospitals they have clinicians, medical staff who are specialists in diagnosing problems and diagnosing what the cause is of somebody's symptoms and what the treatment should be. There's a program on Amazon called House, and Ruth really likes that, my wife really likes that, and it's all about a medical doctor who is a specialist in diagnosing complicated cases. When we look at our world today, we can see our world is sick. It is in difficulty. It has many diseases, not just physical natural diseases, but diseases of the mind, diseases of the heart and soul, diseases in relationships, and there's all kinds of problems, and there's all kinds of suggested treatments, and yet somehow none of them seem to completely work, because only God is the diagnosing physician. Only He can truly get to the bottom of the complicated matters that are in this world and what the real issues are, what are the underlying causes, and what the treatment should be. So when we come to God, we can encounter one who knows us through and through, who knows the problems in our lives, who knows the underlying causes, and who knows how to treat the symptoms, whatever those problems might be. How amazing. What a great physician we have in God. God bless you as you encounter Him as the diagnosing physician. Speak to you again tomorrow.